Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, billionaire from Alex, your boy Monde once again doing the mostest. Today's video is based on how to ace your final exams which are upcoming. I know we are in exam season right now. People are stressing, people are going through the anxiety, but you don't need to worry when the billionaire is near. I'm here to help you make sure that you get your distinctions and you polish those exams. You show them flames instead of them showing you flames. But before we go ahead, please do subscribe right now. I'm on the road to 1,000 because I need 1,000 subscribers to make sure that I start monetizing on my channel. So please do subscribe, like, share the video with your favorite friends. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need to do if you want to ace your exams, know exactly what you're going to be examined on. You should know exactly what you're going to be tested on. So get the scope. So make sure you ask your examiner, your lecturer, your teacher, what's going to be asked or what's going to be needed for you to pass in the exam. A scope is simply pointers or tips about what's going to be asked in the exam. For example, you ask them, should we study this module on chemistry? Should we study this module on physics? You need to know you can't just study everything, right? You're going to suffer from paralysis by analysis. What does paralysis by analysis mean? You're going to be studying everything and then you start getting anxious. You don't know what's going to be asked. And like maybe you feel that you're behind or you haven't studied everything that needs to be studied. Now you're going to start losing your mind. So get the scope, know exactly what's going to be asked during that exam or during that test. Number 2, set up a study routine or a study times, right? Make sure you do have study times. You can't just decide on Tuesday I'm writing maths paper 1, then the next thing you're going to study on Monday at 6 o'clock. You're going to see flames. You're going to get walloped by the exam. Make sure you do have a study routine. On Tuesday I'm writing maths, on Friday I'm writing physics. Set some time for geometry, set some time for trigonometry, pass that paper. Then the rest of the time you start going into physics. Now you look at the chemistry, you look at the whatevers there. I mean, I'm not a physics guy. I mean, I'm a commerce. That's why I'm billionaire from Alex. So you start setting time for that, all right? You make sure that you know on this day I'm writing this paper. Therefore, I need to allocate a certain amount of time to that. Number 3, guys, very important, and most people underestimate this. If I were you and I was writing exams right now, I would have an exercise routine. And exercise doesn't mean you start pumping 50 kilograms of weights for 2 hours in the gym. No. An exercise could be taking a 20-minute walk where you just get to feel the breeze. Make sure you're in the shade, guys. The heat in Gauteng is showing us flames. So make sure you do take a walk, nyana. You do go to the gym and hit those weights. Take a jog, nyana. Refresh the mind. Why? It's going to take the mind away from all the hectic studying that you're going to be doing. It's going to calm down your system, you know. It's going to get the blood flowing, and then it's going to be good for your brain, and then it's going to allow you to instill more that you want to study and make sure your brain is proper, it's sparkling, it's doing right, okay? Number 4, make sure you've got good brain food that is nearby you when it's time to snack or you want to chow. Get some good proteins, get some good omega-3 foods, right? Get your fish, get your salmon, get your berries going, you know, fruits and vegetables, you never go wrong. But make sure you just get those foods that I spoke about right now. Get your proteins right, get your eggs right, get your peanuts right if you're going to be snacking. Make sure you do have good brain food, all right? Make sure you eat those things so that your brain can be vitalized at all times. Now, the last point, which is the 5th point, if I were you, I would make sure that I'd get enough rest. A lot of people talking about cross-nighting. Cross-nighting. Now, what is cross-nighting? Cross-nighting is where you actually don't sleep. You study throughout the night, basically. You study throughout the night. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. I tried doing that one time in my life, and I only managed to get up until around past 2, and then already my brain was just zoned out. Together with my other study mates in varsity, we tried doing that. I think I was in my 3rd year. There was a subject that tried to show me flames, but because I'm a billionaire from Alex, I'm too clever for it. I ended up getting 73, I think, for it. It was financial management. Tried to cross-night, it didn't work. The brains was zoned out by 3 a.m. So I wouldn't suggest it, but if it works for you, then good for you. But for the rest, guys, I would make sure I'd get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Rest, Bafwe, to rest. Get enough rest. The best part of memory in our brain will only work if we get proper rest. So do make sure that you rest, you properly refreshed for exam, especially the day before you're going to, I would rather say 2 days before you're going to write the exam, so that you know that your body is feeling good and you can memorize all that you've been studying. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Make sure you do ace your exams. Best of luck to everybody who's writing. All the best. If you need any tips, help, guidance, if you want to know anything about your property, you want to rent, sell, buy, whatsoever it is, cars, you need help with tutoring, please let the billionaire know. Next time, Bafetu, thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. All the best. Mwah.